Hey everyone, I'm Gene. Welcome to Hanging with Uncle. And today there's more Harvard conversation that's going on. Is important to me anyway. Why I think it's just important to point out what's going on and how petulant the coward in chief is. So let's start with what's going on with Harvard. All right, so. Our current administration has told the GSA, that's the Government Services Agency, that does all government contracts and spending, everything goes through the GSA. All right. So any contracts, government contracts, the government has, which can be tracked through GSA, they're looking to breach those contracts and not honor them because Harvard is still refusing to reverse its DEI policy when it comes to admissions. So I've heard a lot of rumors and stories about, oh, he's upset because Barron was denied admission into Harvard. And I've done some research on that, and I cannot find anything concrete to say that that is the truth. Okay, so let's just dispel that right now. If it's true, provide the link to me. Give it to me by a reputable news source, and, we'll talk more about it then. But this is kind of important as far as I'm concerned because it shows how petulant he is. Now, what is the definition of petulance? Let me bring it up. And, Jesus Christ. Petulant means a person of childish, sulky, or bad-tempered, basically, cadet bone spurs. You don't get his way, you start whining, threatening people until you get what you want. For example, the House bill that just passed, adding $4 trillion to our debt to give tax breaks to the rich, the people that need it the least, and, make us pay for it. So the Republicans that stood up and said no are facing death threats and all kinds of violent rhetoric from the MAGA crowd. And, that's just not how you govern. That's not how civilized societies operate. And so it just shows, again, once again, Harvard is an example of why we need to get this clown out of the office, because he's doing nothing but creating division and hatred in this country. So not only is it just a matter of trying to hurt people that don't agree with his ruling, because even though the Supreme Court has said that you can discontinue those policies on DEI, Harvard has refused, and the petulant man in the White House is just evidence of how immature he is. It's also wanting to block Harvard's ability to enroll foreign students, and that was also denied. So he's not getting his way, so he's throwing a temper tantrum and now trying to end all government contracts that Harvard has with the Department of Education. So this is not the kind of country I want to live in. I believe inclusivity is the way to go. I'm tired of the divisive rhetoric, the us versus them, because who's starting the divide and conquer? Okay, if you start something, now it's us versus them, and you're choosing sides, and we're fighting over stuff that should not be an issue, all in the name of placating the petulant idiot that's in the White House right now. So I would love to know your thoughts. Please leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up, that like button. I greatly appreciate it. It goes a long way. And, just treat each other the way you want to be treated. Stop spreading lies. And again, as far as I can tell, Barron was never rejected from Harvard. Okay, if you have other information, like I said, leave it in the comments section. I would love to be proven wrong if I am, so I'm not afraid to admit it. So take care of yourself, treat each other the way you want to be treated, and I'll see you guys later.